Coach, man, we was out there today taking a look at you guys in practice, man. I mean, your numbers, me and Coach Bew was talking about in the 1A program and at that school, numbers is one of your biggest issues, I guess, as far as just pulling from your population. But still, Coach, you look good, man. Tell us about this team and this year.
Yeah, we got a good veteran group. We got a lot of older guys, so our core is basically made up of seniors. So they did a good job last year just learning how to, play the game. We did a lot of work on fundamentals and just understanding, the game of football. So this year we taking a little step further, get a little more detail with the schemes on offense and defense. So we've been able to do a little bit more as far as, scheming and being a little bit more complex offensively and defensively.
And Coach, man, first of all, thanks for joining us. Love having you on, Coach. Big fan of yours, time at your station. And then, Coach, man, you took his team from not winning a single game the year before to winning 4 games. Definitely a big turnaround. Looking to improve on that. How was your first year in 1A compared coming from the big dogs in 6A?
Well, it was good. Like you said, we won 4 last year. Previous year, they won 0. We actually played 9 games on the field. So we went 4 or 5 with actual games we played. We had a couple COVID situations that I think the one right before district play kind of hurt us because we kind of got rolling, kind of got our identity. Then we were shut down 2 weeks right off of homecoming, then going into district play with a very tough district with Frankfurt, KCD. They've been making runs last couple of years, and Eminence has some, outstanding guys. So it was that little road was tough, but our kids did a great job of just coming out and playing each week, learning, and they always played hard. I think this year we'll be able to go ahead and take advantage of those situations and kind of improve tremendously because we've been building. So I think we'll be able to build on what we did last year.
All right, now, Coach, man, coming back, you got, the leading quarterback, Jason Corbin, who had a nice year, first year under you. And you have Yamil Cruz coming back, who put up some big numbers in the running backs. Now, these 2 guys, hey, they are some nice athletes. I mean, Jason Corbin, he looks the part, man. He's, tall kid, nice arm. Just kind of tell us about how he's been and developing him.
He has really developed. A lot of what he had done previously been kind of just some raw ability. And, we really focus on, after the season, understanding coverages, understanding the different type of throws you need to make, and just some fundamentals. We really got to work in the offseason with his footwork. He has a big arm, but I don't think he was using all his gifts because, everything starts with that base. So we really put some concentration on his footwork and, the IQ of the game, understanding coverages, understand, what this pass play is designed to do and what is designed to take advantage of. And he really has progressed and grown these last few 7-on-7s. Was at BKU last week. He made some nice throws, made great reads, started to understand what the play is designed to do. And really, he's a whole lot better athlete than a lot of people think. And I don't think he realized how good of an athlete he was until I kept pumping to him like, you are one of our better athletes. It was just some confidence things. And, Yamil Cruz, he could really have a big year at the running back. He didn't play several of the games, and it was a factor in the outcomes of the game, too, because he was one of our most explosive athletes. Like, he could take one and go 80 right now. And he has gotten so much stronger in the weight room, understanding what we need from him. And basically, he could be a running back. We can put him in the slot. So we're going to do some different things to get that ball in his hand because he's very dynamic. And, he runs very hard. He's got that speed and power. You look at him, you may not think he runs as powerful as he does, but he runs through a lot of tackles, and he can break away. Once he's out in the open, he can break away. So he should be very exciting to watch this year.
Now, Coach, I've got I think it's your updated schedule. You got Harlan, Nicholas County, Pineville, Jackson, Kentucky Country Day, Eminence, Coach, Frankfort. Coach, man, you doing the same thing you did at Bryan Station, Coach. You got another tough schedule. What's it? You was good for punishment, Coach, out here. But what do you think about the schedule you got set up for this season, and how do you think it'll help this team get ready for playoffs?
Well, I think early on in the season, it really prepares for a tough district play. When you got your KCDs, your Eminence, Frankfort, they're always gonna have some great athletes. Gonna be tough. So at front part of the schedule, kind of prepares for district play. We want to go in there and win some district games this year. And I think with this group, being a veteran group, they're very competitive. I think his schedule is, allows them to be prepared and show what they able to do and kind of build them up to that run for the playoffs.
All right, now, Coach, like you say, you came from 0 wins to 4 wins. What's your goals and plans for this year's team?
Well, to keep building. I always tell them each week we want to be the best version of ourselves. Each week we want to be better than we were the last week. I really try to make sure they focus on us first. But, I think with this group, I think they have an opportunity to be playing for, the district championship if, everything goes right with staying healthy. Because, with small numbers, you need that health. And some of the new guys up front develop quickly. I think, with what we have coming back and what some of the others have lost, that we have an opportunity to, make some noise in the district. And, I think that would be big for them, just even to win one district game, because I can tell you last time they won, I don't think anyone around their nose. We had opportunity last year, a couple turnovers kind of hurt us. And, we played all of them, for the most part, close early and kind of, had some mishaps. But, with this group, I think they have the ability to, make some noise in this district this year.
Now, Coach, let me ask you about 1A. Is 1A quiet as kept one of the toughest classes there is in the state of Kentucky? You got yourself, coach like yourself, at Berea. You got Ethan, Ashley over at Franklin, at Frankfort. I mean, 1A is like it's just a tough class in itself.
It is. You take, for instance, Pikeville. They go beat up on play some 6A schools, won some games. KCD play some 6A schools, won some games. So you're talking about two right there. Then, Frankfort got just as good as athletes as anyone. And you got some other 1A schools that are very tough, well-coached ball clubs. So it is tough. You just not going to walk in there and think you're going to win some games without really being prepared and, having your guys ready to go out there and battle.
All right, Coach. You got the two, athletic stars coming back. Who else are you leaning on for this team that you're kind of expecting to do big things?
Well, on the defensive side of the ball, we got Joe Collins, linebacker. He led us in tackles last year. He was very sound, made a lot of plays. We have Ty Thompson on defense. He play nose, and he kind of gives everybody offensive lines fits. He's quick, strong. I mean, he really gives people fits. I've seen him. He's pretty much getting held most of the game. And, we have a receiver, Isaiah Dorsey, who's one of our better athletes. And this past weekend, Billy Strife, receiver, he has really come along and improved a lot. He made some great plays and great catches up there. So his development has grown. So, we have a good older class, and we got a kid back, Ashton Music, who will play at kind of middle linebacker for us that, when I first seen him on film before he got hurt, he was all over the place making tackles. Like, he's just one of those guys that has a nose for a football, all out. So, and you got another kid, Cody Roberts, who plays both ways, who will be very sound and steady for us. So, like I said, this group is an older group. So, they done been through some good and bad times, and but they always compete. That's one thing I like about this group. They are some competitors. They're always playing hard, and they're not scared to go up against anyone.
All right. Now, speaking of last weekend, you guys had the big EKU 7-on-7. Now, we know 7-on-7 don't really mean anything when it comes to the season, but how did you like the way your guys performed at 7-on-7 at EKU?
Well, I really like the way our guys performed. So, just to give you a little story. So, we had one who was gone to AU, one of our better athletes. Then Cruz wasn't able to play because he has a hamstring injury, so we held him out. Then, toward the end of the day, we had two who had to leave for a wedding. So, with small age school, we get to the bracket play, and we kind of ad-libbing and kind of adjusting, and we had opportunity to beat a 5A school at the end of the game. We dropped the picnic with kind of would have solidified the win. They kind of drove down and won at the last second. But, you take a 1A school going against 5A school, and we pretty much had 10 kids left because, injuries, people gone, and they really competed. Had a chance to win. Now, if we'd have won that game, we probably was done because, be honest with them kids and have nothing left. But the way they competed and really had a chance to win showed me a lot. And, when I go 7-on-7s, I'll do what we're going to do during the season. Defensively, offensively. Some people really go to win, so they playing man-to-man too high with it, and that's not what they do during the season. So we really go work on those stuff. And that's really when I felt good because Corbin was making great reads. Like I said earlier, Billy Strife was making heck of a catches, and we was really, moving the ball, playing solid defense. Like we was, and that's without some of our better athletes out there. We really was competing at a high level and really was moving the ball and getting stops. So we looked the part. Like we didn't look like we didn't belong, even though we was one of the smallest schools out there. So I really like the way our guys competed with what we had, even missing a few guys, but I was really impressed just the way we performed last weekend.
All right. Well, Coach B, you got anything else for Coach Parks, man? We don't want to keep it too long.
No, Coach Parks, man, thanks for joining us, man, and wishing nothing but luck on the rest of this upcoming season. I think his team's going to get better and better under your leadership and tutelage. And, man, sky's the limit. Tell these kids, if you got a young man at home ain't doing it, get his butt out there and play football. So Coach Parks, get them together. Get them out there. Get out of school, man. Get out there and play football.
Right. You hit the nail on the head. I tell our players all the time, I said, you the best recruiter we have, because once your peers are speaking to you about playing, it's a little different than a coach trying to get you out there. You know how it goes when they talk about they enjoying it, have fun, they learn it, then it's different than a coach. And, we got a couple kids out there based on that. So, looking for a few more, and we'll be ready to roll.
Right,
good stuff, Coach. Thanks for joining, Coach.
Appreciate y'all having us.
Yes,
sir.
Good luck to you.
How are you feeling about the team this year?
We're feeling good. We're looking good. Everybody's improved. Coach Parks is doing great. Ready to show everybody how the small school works and what we're going to do this year.
All right, man. Going into your senior year, you've had a lot of success. What's your plans for this season?
Probably to win a district game. Have a playoff game at home.
All right. Now, you guys have had some success and then, kind of fell off. Just tell us about your time here at Berea.
My time's been great. I've gotten better every year. More confidence in myself every year.
Have any goals or plans for yourself for this season?
Score a lot of touchdowns, win the games. So I'm ready to win. Well, we've been working in the weight room almost every day. I've been going to Louisville to work with my quarterback coach. I've been working every day.
What do you think is going to be the strength of this team this year?
The strength of the team is probably our offense. Our offense, we're going to look good passing this year. We're going to score a lot of touchdowns. So.
All right, Justin, man, you're coming off a one-win season last year, man. What do we look for different out of the Jaguars?
I feel like we didn't really have a good leadership squad last year. I feel like we've got a few people together this year, and we're leading the team in the right direction.
All right. So now you guys were really young last year, man. What have you done to help improve leadership and take hold of this team?
Well, I would say we're still pretty young, but I feel like everybody kind of listens to the people that played varsity last year as a young player. So Yeah.
All right. Now, what are you doing? What have you been doing this summer to get ready for this season?
Oh, I've been in the weight room every day. After that, come out and throw. I get a bunch of teammates out here. We go throw, and then I've been to tons of camps, like too many to count almost.
Okay. And what's your goals for the season for the Jaguars?
Oh, I'm trying to make it big. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, good luck and keep doing big things.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Coach Park says you're one of the players he's looking forward to making big things and lead this team. Tell us about your plans for the team this season.
I plan just to run a rock, get a whole bunch of yards, get a whole bunch of touchdowns, be unstoppable.
All right. Now, how have you been a leader for this team? What's some of the things you've been trying to do?
Well, I've been trying to, just show the younger guys, how to be leaders, how to have accountability, and that's it.
All right. What's your personal goals for the team?
Really just run a rock as much as I can, stay healthy. So I didn't really stay healthy the last couple of seasons, and so that's my main goal: just stay healthy, get a whole bunch of yards, get a couple offers.
All right, man. So, what would be a great season for you?
Well, I mean, having a winning season would be a start, and we haven't had a winning season in a couple of years, so that would be a great start. Make it to districts, win districts, all that.
Well, y'all got a tough road ahead, man. Is there any game you're looking forward to this?
All of them.
All right, man. Good luck. Thanks.
Thank you.